Welcome, everybody, to the Rest of a Real podcast. Y'all know we do it each and every Monday night. Got spook with me, guys, staying with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. We appreciate the continued support that we've been getting. You can find us on your audio podcast, wherever you get those, iHeart, Spotify, Apple. Definitely check in the Wrestle for Real podcast. We be there, and you know how we do it each and every Monday night, man. So this was the go home show for Clash in Italy. Big card they got coming up soon, but tonight was all right, man. They had some good stuff going on, man. It opened the show with Paul Heyman with a promo, talking his talk, man, about getting everybody ready for the Oba Femi Brock Lesnar Part 2 match that's coming up at Clash of Italy. They still saying Brock Lesnar's retired. So there still hasn't been like some, he's back or he never retired type of thing. It's just he's actually retired, but he still wants to come for Oba Femi, man. What you thought about the way the show opened tonight, Spook, man, with Oba Femi coming out there, man? Not a whole lot of talking, not even from Paul Heyman really, but they just trying to sell this matchup, man. How much did this get you in the mood for the Oba Femi Brock Lesnar match coming up on? I want to say Sunday, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready for it, man. You know, he sprung out there last week, man, and did his thing on Oba. So we gotta see what Oba go do to get his little get back on Sunday, man, 2 p.m. So we'll see then. But I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready to see what Oba go do, man, around this second go round.
Yeah. It's gotta make sense, man. What you think need to happen in this one, Stan, for it to make sense for Brock Lesnar to come back out of retirement or from whatever?
I mean, he's got to win this one, and then they're gonna do a third match. Shoot, how far out is SummerSlam?
August 1st and 2nd.
All right, it's
They got about 3 to 5 PLEs in between that.
yeah. I mean, they could drag it out. I just really don't want. I don't want it to be Gunther, man. I just don't want it to be Gunther.
But why would it be? Why do you
I
think?
don't know. I just got this feeling in the back of my mind that somehow it's gonna be something stupid. Like, all right, like Brock will win this one, maybe. So he'll win this one, and then what? In between that, there's Night of Champions. That's in Saudi. They got some other stuff, but I feel like
Money in the
at
Bank.
some point, yeah, Money in the Bank.
King or Queen of the Ring or something like that.
Yeah, King of the Ring. Then the John Cena thing is probably gonna be starting soon. I got a feeling like because Gunther ain't beating Cody, so he's gonna lose that one. And then let's just say if they try to start a program with like Gunther and Oba Femi, then Gunther's like, oh, yeah, I can retire Brock, and then like they do it. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but the way writing's been, they stupid enough to do something like that.
Yeah, it would. I mean, dragging out the Oba and Brock is going to take it's going to be a challenge unless Brock does not drag it out. Maybe he just retires in Minneapolis. Maybe it's just a celebration of sorts and not necessarily a match.
I mean,
wrap it up at Money in the Bank or Clash. I think Clash, one of them is in Saudi, right? I think Night of Champions might be in Saudi.
Yeah, Night of Champions is Saudi, so I don't see that happening there. So they could drag it out to like SummerSlam. It's very possible.
Man, that's gonna be tough, man. Looking forward to the match though. We should definitely have a good one on our hands, man. What you think, Spook? You got Oba or Brock in that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's really no biggie to me. I just something to watch, man. See two brutes go at it, man. Give Oba some competition, man, because he's kind of. I mean, he don't have anybody to go against right now. You know what I'm saying? So Brock is the only one that he can kind of go against right now. Besides Gunther, once he get through his song and dance. Well, so has Gunther committed to SmackDown now, or
no? I think it's just like a one-off. That's like supposed to be the favor that he was owed from.
Oh, okay, that's right. You're right about that. I remember that. Yeah, I guess so. Gunther come back on that side of town. I mean, that'd be really the only other kind of competition for Oba. But yeah, just a little match. A nice little match. You want to see, man, for Brock to get back in the ring.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, I think Brock has to win in order to make this make some sense. He might do it in a dirty way. It might be a low blow, might be something like that. Turnbuckle exposed, something that kind of protects Oba because they clearly want to protect Oba. But I think they might go with something like that to make it make sense. And I don't know when that third match will be, what that's looking like. But, you threw Oba into the deep water and then you went backwards and started having him beat up guys on Monday Night Raw to try to showcase his abilities. Now he's back at an unretired or not retired Brock Lesnar. So it's kind of been a strange back and forth there. Not sure what was going on or what all was happening as far as the Brock Lesnar situation behind the scenes. But now we got part 2, man. So it's a big match at Clash of Italy. It's early on Sunday too, man. It's wow. They're not playing no games, man. Our first match of the evening was Penta versus Javon Evans, man. These guys was flying all over the place, man. Penta and Javon, I think we saw it coming that Penta. I mean, Javon probably be getting a shot very soon, along with guys like Ethan Page as well, giving Penta a challenger to go against. So not any real surprise here that these guys went at it. I didn't check everything ahead of time, so I didn't know they was going to have a match tonight. But, I like the build up. They don't do a lot of build up anymore for these title matches. So it was just kind of one day they friends and now they fighting for the championship. I didn't understand quite what happened here. So it wasn't no real heat on the match, but it was an exciting match. These guys went all over the place. I thought it was probably the best match of the night. From bell to bell. It didn't have any interference or anything like that. But, these guys did their thing out there, man. Javon had a lot of moments out there. He had some spots where it looked like he was trying to get his own back broken out there, man. He took some hard hits out there. I was like, man, oh man, oh man. Now, the injuries are running rampant tonight. So, you want to be very careful out there. But he was putting it all on the line, man. Penta ended up picking up the victory, retaining the Intercontinental Championship, man. Stan, what you thought about this match, man, with Penta and Javon Evans going at it tonight?
Man, it was great. Yeah, it was the match of the night. The chemistry between those two are like amazing. And then maybe at the end of the match, they kind of showing a little bit of Jay Malachi was his persona when he was on the Indies, when he was a heel, about him, like getting tired of losing all the time. So hopefully I don't know if a heel Javon Evans would work in WWE because the Jay Malachi stuff he did, it was the Indies, and the Indies, like anything goes, you can do whatever you want. It's not really like that when you got sponsors and shareholders and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man. And I don't, he would need a manager, I think, because he doesn't have a voice for a heel. His persona is very youthful and it's not really aggressive or anything. So he probably would need some help to pull off that heel persona, man, whatever that might look like, rather than just going madman. But what you thought about the Penta Javon Evans match, man? These guys going at it.
Well, like always, man, it's like Stan was saying, man, it was a good match. They definitely come to put on for the city, man, and they do their thing as far as making each other look good, man. I don't know what Javon got to do now, man. He got to do something different, man. He done took a couple of L's now, last couple of weeks, man. So I guess he got to really kind of get back to the drawing board to see, which direction he kind of go in at this point, man. He taking a couple losses, so
yeah, that's the problem with kind of losing in that type of match without no build up or anything, man. They just, it's almost like they want us to kind of forget week to week what happened, kind of sweep everything under the rug really fast, man, and move on. But that those kind of losses, man, it's like, where do you go from there with, if you're going to take that type of loss this soon? I don't think it's necessary for him to take that type of loss, but it got him a match on Monday Night Raw and he was looking good. So, I guess that might be more so what it's about for him. We had Theory tonight, Joe Hendry segment that ended with Theory going crazy. Theory was sent on a mission because we have yet another injured member of the Vision. This time it was Logan Paul with a triceps injury that is expected to be a couple of months. Not sure if he'll even be ready in time for SummerSlam, but he's got a couple of months with a torn tricep. So he's got a long road to go. The division has literally gotten injured in the order in which they came into the division. Like
It's weird, man.
Ridiculously amazing. First it was Seth, then it was Braun, then it was Brunson, then it was Logan Paul. Austin Theory, let's just hope he can stay healthy, man. But regardless of what he did tonight, he came for Joe Hendry tonight. He came for Dawkins a little later. I like this version of Austin Theory, man. I ain't gonna lie. I liked what I saw from him, man. This whole Vision thing and Logan Paul. Now he's got to team up with Braun Breaker. I don't know what that's going to look like. I didn't see Braun Breaker tonight. I didn't watch it commercial free, so I don't know if he showed up at any point tonight. But I didn't see Braun Breaker, so Paul Heyman just said, "Hey, you're the champion, and it's going to be with Braun Breaker." So unfortunate news because Logan Paul was a huge heel. I'm getting a lot of heat, man, so it's kind of hurtful. But Joe Hendry caught the beat down tonight with Theory, going crazy tonight, man. Stan, what you thought about Austin Theory, man? Going crazy tonight, kind of the, somewhat lone man in the Vision tonight, but nobody was able to touch him.
Oh yeah, I mean he's gonna go. Austin Theory's gonna go crazy. I feel like because with kind of like the motivation for him to get back for Logan Paul, and then they're kind of giving him free reign to kind of dive into like this like dark character, which is good for him because he's a great wrestler and he can play any character. I mean, the hell he was before, it was a little different because it was just annoying because Vince was shoving him down everybody's throats. And I think now people are like starting to realize that he still has that time where he can be like, because I thought he was gonna be the next Randy Orton, and he can still do that in my opinion. He's still that great of a guy and that good of a wrestler and that good of a character, and he's good to work with. He can do anything that you ask of him, which is certain. And I mean, it's sky's the limit for him. So for him being able to showcase, it's kind of weird that everyone's gotten hurt. So now he can like kind of showcase his talents more, and he can. Because Braun Breaker is still gonna be Braun Breaker is still gonna be like zoned in on Seth. And so granted he's gonna defend the titles because he has to so he can keep them. But this is more going to be about Austin Theory kind of picking off everybody one by one, getting that get back.
What you thought about Theory tonight, Spook?
Man, he on the tear right now, man. He wreaking havoc on people, man, that will mess with the vision, man. So hey, man, you better leave them guys alone right now, man. He's not liking what's going on, man. Also, don't they supposed to relinquish the belts if so they don't do the injured? When somebody injured, they have to relinquish the
Nah,
belt.
because technically the vision is like a group, so they can do that Freebird rule.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Braun Breaker is interested in being a tag team.
And if they want to keep the gold in the group they got, he don't have a choice.
Yeah, that would might set Braun Breaker back. I think what's more likely to happen is they're going to end up having to lose those championships sooner than later because Braun needs to be on his own, and a heel Theory on his own works. So both of those guys, everybody was really a solo act. Nobody in there is a tag team. Nobody in there should have been a tag team. So
Nah,
everybody was a solo act. So it shouldn't really change. You got to get the titles out of their hands. The Street Profits is a good option. There was a beat down on Angelo Dawkins that, I don't know if he's going to be just pop up next week like nothing happened, but it looked like a beat down that might take you out the game for a minute. So I'm not sure if they're going to go that route, but we
he got some
definitely.
doctor's appointments.
Well, yeah, they in Italy, so he got time. Hopefully, he got to figure something out, man. Get up, man. We need you next week. So hopefully they make sense of this, man. But I think Theory should be a solo act, possibly by himself, gunning for the big titles in the WWE. And group or no group, just leave behind the idea of this tag team thing because it's not. I can't see them holding the tag team championships until Logan Paul come back.
Yeah,
I
because
just don't see them holding on that long, man. That's
yeah.
likely. I think what we had after this one. Well, I guess our next match was Roxanne and Raquel, Judgment Day ladies, 2 of the 3, versus Bailey and Lyra. Tag match. This wasn't a number 1 contenders match or anything, if I'm not mistaken. This was just we just trying to get a win match, I believe it was.
WOT.
Yeah. So I think that we went from if we had Lyra and Roxanne, I don't do you feel like they're building up any woman right now, Stan, to be like next up, like even on the Raw roster itself? Like, is there somebody that looks like okay, we're trying to position them as the next person to be where Liv is or to be where Rhea is or something like that? Like, are they just getting them out there so the fans could say, hey, we saw some of the women wrestle tonight?
Yeah, see, I don't know because like on Raw solo wise,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not really. Well, I mean, you can do. I guess you could say like, well, no,
Mm-hmm.
they're not. Because I mean, it's just like literally Liv Morgan. She's just not really in a program with anybody. I don't think. Yeah,
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think no one has like came at her for that title since she got it, right?
Completely left her alone.
Yeah,
Again.
this is like because they're like this is like well, I mean we see it on TV every week because the Judgment Day is on every week. But I feel like SmackDown women are getting booked better. Jade is over there, Rhea is over there, JC Jane is over there.
Yeah, they
So
got
it's like that. I mean, really on Raw, it's the only thing that's been featured is like the women's tag titles. That's about it.
Mhm.
Far
do
as like single, because even with I mean, you got Becky and Sol Ruka, but as far as somebody coming for Liv, like nah. So it's like this is what they have to do until they ultimately have Bailey turn on Lyra, or maybe Roxanne leaves Judgment Day at some point. It's kind of like lazy booking, in my opinion, from them.
Well, even with the tag team division, we didn't see the champions tonight, Paige or Brie Bella, who was fresh off a win at Saturday night's main event, which ooh, that was a as a wrestling fan, you just gotta you just watch it, man. You just
Bro,
watch
that was
this stuff, man, because
yeah.
that
Saturday
was
main
like a
event.
mid card. Like if the mid card just took over Monday Night Raw, it's kind of what
The
that looked like.
the best match was the opener match. The
Ooh,
six one the six woman
oh,
tag team. That
yeah.
was actually pretty good. That was better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, okay,
Because I
yeah.
was ready to head on that. But it was good.
And then they did this thing where they running back the matches from there. They running back Becky and Sol Ruka. They're running back Rhea and Jade. It was like, well, why did they even participate if you were just gonna have them a week and so later go at
Yeah.
it at Clash in Italy? That spot could have been given to somebody else. Like I didn't understand that one, man. But we didn't see the champs, and they was fresh off a victory. They didn't get a chance to brag, gloat, throw it in nobody's face, celebrate, do nothing of that kind. But Bailey and Lyra did get the victory in this one against Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez. I think Lyra and Roxanne both needs to get away from their counterparts. Other than Bailey, Bailey's okay, but you got to find a better way to incorporate her so that it's not all tag teams, that we can get Lyra back on that solo track. Because at one point, Lyra was pretty hot and she was on fire. So we got to find a way to get her there. Roxanne never kind of got off her start, man. What you thought about this match, man? And what they doing with the ladies on Raw, Spook?
I'm just at a loss for words right now, man. Yeah, man. Like Liv, WrestleMania was what, a month ago, almost 2 months now. No, a month, and she hasn't had a match since then. I don't know, man. Is what's the name? She still got the belt. United States. What's her Tiffany? She still got the belt.
Yes.
On
Yeah, I think
SmackDown?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I wasn't even.
I
I
mean,
didn't
I would
know.
root for her to come over there and challenge Liv. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that'll be somewhat of a good little feud that they can create. You know what I'm saying? The little SmackDown raw beef. You know what I'm saying? Something to give us something to look at. Something to get Liv back in the dance instead of her just walking around the ring prancing and
Cheerleading.
you know. But yeah. Or either let Becky, what I'm saying, drop the belt for the Intercontinental and go for the main title. You know what I'm saying? Something. I mean, Liv just can't keep walking around doing nothing all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, put her to work.
I think we need like an open challenge from Liv for the title. Chelsea Green accepts it, beats her, and
I
then
took that.
becomes an obnoxious champion for like the next 3 months on every single Monday Night Raw, and just
hmm
always getting featured, and just something we start looking forward to seeing every week. We need something like that style of a shakeup, because what we've been seeing is gotten a little stale, and we keep seeing kind of the same ladies doing the same thing, and it's not even any stakes involved. Remember, there was a tag match last week when Bailey interrupted. I think it was last week when Bailey and Lyra got involved and interrupted, and it wasn't for like a number one contenders match or anything. Like it was just like they're just having these matches and they're not even for the championship. And that was going into Saturday night's main event where they were going against the irresistible forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. So it wasn't even anything on the line. And you got Roxanne out here who can go singles wise. Lyra can go singles wise. They're working with Soul Ruka Night right now with Becky. So she's kind of at least away from the tag title or whatever tag picture right now. So that's good for her. There was a Maxine sighting backstage, but she was actually in literal flip flops when they showed her backstage. It was like she had no chance of participating at all in WWE Monday Night Raw. So they've completely cooled off on her. Natalia
Well, no,
came.
they're telling a story with her.
What do you think they're doing with her?
So, the last few weeks that we've seen her, it's been after something with the Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was in the car with Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
She was backstage a couple weeks ago when like they were talking. It happened again this week. And it's like maybe they're planting the seed for her to like be a female member or something. I don't know. But it's like, because even what she said the day before she left, she was like, oh, well, Austin Theory just having a bad day. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
take it easy on him. So it's like, but it's weird. Y'all like had her win the title, drops the belt, get beat up by Natty. Now she's slowly turning heel. Like that makes no sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna save her, man, because
It's like y'all should have had her go crazy when Natty beat her up, and then she started beating the crap out of Natty, and you could do it that way. But it's weird, man. I don't know.
they really want to see Maxine do something, because of her look. And she does have some level of skills, but I think she fits the look that they like. But they can't seem to figure out how can we get this girl to be in the position that we want her to be. And
Yeah.
right now, Sol Ruka's kind of fighting in that spot because she's the only one doing anything as a solo act on Monday Night Raw that's really involved with something consistently as a solo artist. Do we know if Stephanie Vaquer is injured?
I don't know because we haven't seen her in a minute.
I ain't heard nothing in the blogs or anything like that as far as her status.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, man. That's
Ain't
weird.
gonna lie, I forgot she was. I don't think, but I don't think
What happened?
her man down in NXT. I don't think he got her pregnant. So I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they just
She's with what's the dude the North American champion? That's her boyfriend.
I don't
The
even know.
one that's like legally deaf.
That's wild.
Mason Bourne or something Bourne. It's something Bourne. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. He's good though. But I know she was legitimately hurt at WrestleMania going into that match and after that match. But then like Raw after Mania and then the next Raw, you still had her come back for like 2 more segments. And then she just disappeared. So it was kind of weird.
There is no continuity
No,
and everything is so all over the place.
it's like
And maybe they want us to be in that position where it doesn't need to be such a well thought out story over a long period of time. It's just a bunch of quick hits and let's see what happens because the core audience is going to watch anyway. So
bro, these writers are weird.
we seen something with Asuka and Io Sky. What happened to that?
We ain't seen Oscar since, bro. And she's still signed. She's still on the active. They still on the active roster online. They haven't said that like how they. None of the dirt sheets has said Oscar contract when it runs out, she's gone. We don't know nothing. Nothing.
And Io
So
Sky is somebody that we know the company is high on. We know Triple H is high on. We know the fans are really high on. I'm personally not the biggest Io Sky fan, but a lot of people are. This is her opportunity with no Rhea Ripley, with no Asuka around, no Kyrie around, to actually be a solo act and go out there and shine on her own. And now she's nowhere to be found when those doors is wide open. So it's a little strange that she's being relegated to not being able to be out there competing one-on-one wise, now that nobody that she would team with is around in any kind of way. So not sure what's going on there, not sure what's going on with Asuka, everybody else. We know Natty has always been in and out. So and the tag champs are nowhere to be found. I was hoping we see more of Paige getting some one-on-one matches with some of the ladies she didn't get a chance to go with, 8-9 years ago, whatever it was, man. But
no, I feel like that's coming.
okay, so there's still hope. There's still hope, but they're an odd tag team too because that wasn't ever supposed to happen, and Nikki Bella's on the show for whatever that injury was. So the women's division, it's just something to watch, man. It's just something to watch, man. LA Knight came out, did a promo talking about the men's king of the ring. And standard LA Knight promo, man. I like to see him. I was glad he finally got back out in front of the people. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm not sure if they were just waiting around till the king of the ring to let him go out there and announce it and talk his talk. Jimmy Uso came out there. They had some words back and forth with some, it was aggressive, but somewhat friendly. Not sure what's going on or what they're doing there, but we have a men's King of the Ring tournament coming up. They did not announce. Did they announce anybody else? Did y'all see anything? I didn't see anything on the main broadcast about who else was in there. Clearly, it's not Jimmy Uso because he told LA Knight to go win it. Go do your thing, man. So that let me know Jimmy is likely not in it. So did they announce anybody else for the King of the Ring yet? So what you think, Stan? Is LA Knight the guy to win it?
I mean, depending on who else goes in there, yes. But I guess we'll have to see.
He would make a great king. He would make a great, like an actor fool, week in and week out king. I think he'd make a great king to mix that with his persona. I think it would be something I'd look forward to seeing, even if it's backstage segments, even if it's in the ring. Because right now, he talks well, he got the look and everything, but he loses so much you can't believe him. So he has to win for you to feel like, okay, he's the guy. Even if it's a king of the ring with a crown and what's the thing, the staff or whatever they be holding,
Yeah.
the cape and all of that. Like he's got to do something, man. Spook, what you think, man? Is LA Knight the guy to win that, or think it should be somebody else?
I mean, I hope he win it, man. You know what I'm saying, to get him back up there. Like you said, he's been losing so much, man. So hopefully this will be his breakout his breakout again. And at this point, he definitely got to make the best of this journey, man. To stay on top because he's definitely not gonna get anything else after this if he don't, win this.
It's gonna be tough, man. Has he been a bad guy since he came from the old persona to LA Knight? He's never been here, huh? Okay, so yeah, I mean, I would like to see him win because I think he'll have some wild antics running around with the King of the Ring thing. Some people's personalities work well. Jimmy Uso was playing filler tonight. No Jay Uso tonight, so he also wasn't there. But overall, I thought things were still moving pretty smooth. After this, we had Seth Rollins versus Montez Ford. This is a match that I feel like should be main eventing PLEs. It should be main eventing big shows, man. It needs a little bit more heat behind it, a little bit more credibility behind Montez Ford. Put a championship on the line, and these guys could go, man. We've seen these guys put on a show in the ring, and they, to me, they were barely edged out by Penta and Javon Evans tonight. But these guys went at it, man. I like everything they did building up to them going into that ring, and that's about as much buildup as we're going to get. Like, a couple of weeks maybe, and then it might lead to something, but, we're not getting the longer buildups. It's not always a title involved in some of the bigger feuds at the top. But I like seeing Montez Ford out there. I like seeing Seth Rollins. Like Montez is one good run away from being in my top 5 of current active guys right now. Like he just needs one good run, and I'm like, I'll throw him in my top 5 right now, man. But he's just still fighting to get to that point. Obviously, still in the tag team, so it's a little tough, man. Seth Rollins ended up getting the victory, and then everything, broke down at the entrance ramp where what we previously touched on with Angelo Dawkins getting beat up by Austin Theory wheeling the chair around and going crazy out there. And, on a one-man wrecking crew, attacking everybody that, had anything to do with Logan Paul being injured right now, man. So if Austin Theory can do this on his own, man, does he need to go back into the vision? I mean, does he need the crew behind him? If you're going to now all of a sudden he can go out there and beat up everybody by himself, man. So what you thought about how this played out, Spook, with this match and everything that happened after, even down to, Montez Ford finally saying, hey, Seth, you're going to have to, we're going to have to help get rid of these guys. We're going to have to do something with them.
Well, first off, the match was really good, man. It was definitely a good match between Montez and Seth. Like you said, I think Montez can, he definitely can get to that next level. Seen a couple winded times that he was out there, man. When because he usually, get that tag and get him a quick breather, man. But overall, though, what I'm saying, this is what you've been looking for, man. To see him go by himself, man. And which he did a good job, especially going against Seth, which is one of the greats already. So, what I'm saying. Then the aftermath, man, of Austin Theory, like you said, man, just protecting his brother in the vision. I can't really say, man. I mean, Austin still. I mean, the whole little group, man, is needed. You know what I'm saying, to be complete. You know what I'm saying, one build off each other. So I wouldn't say that he need to break away from him, man. That's a good little look for him right now, man. To be a part of the vision. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. What you thought about this one, Stan?
Man, that was a great match. It sucks it wasn't a title on the line for it, like a little singles championship.
Nothing on the line.
Nah, it was just a banger. A Dave Meltzer 5-star, But nah, like Montez, they're like they keep hinting at him breaking away, and then like it's just like I don't know. Like Dawkins has gotten better, so it's like I don't know like what happens if they do break him up, and it's almost like at some point Dawkins gonna have to choose like between Seth and Montez, and then maybe it'll do it that way. But I'm just enjoying this right now to finally have them on the TV weekly. It's good. So I'm enjoying it while it lasts because I know in WWE it's not gonna last for long with Montez Ford and D'Angelo Dawkins on the TV every week.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get shipped off again, and we won't see them for another 6 months.
Yeah, Dawkins would have trouble getting TV time outside of this tag team. As we can see, so many people are not getting TV time, much less consistently. So it's going to be kind of hard for Dawkins to get TV time if he does break away from Montez. The best they can do is have some type of blood feud after the breakup to keep Angelo Dawkins on TV for a little longer. But anything other than that, he's cooked, man. I mean, we didn't get no Dominic Mysterio match. He was just not too long ago the hottest heel beside Logan Paul, and we got nothing from him. We still missing CM Punk. So we're filling up TV time right now with some different pieces. They're kind of rotating. So some weeks you'll see some people, some weeks you don't. So it's gonna be hard if they do split up and for Dawkins to get some type of TV time, man. Unless they split up happily and he becomes his manager, which we typically don't see tag teams split up happily. That's not
Yeah.
normally how that goes, you know. So very unlikely scenario that it goes that way, but it was a good look to see these guys out there, man. The last match of the evening was Rey Mysterio versus Rusev. Yeah, we had Rey Mysterio versus Rusev. Uh, I feel like I watched this match in like 2011 or something, man. I don't know.
Oh, we have. I feel like we do.
Yeah, man. These are, I mean, Ray for some reason, man, it's getting to a point. You know, it's like LeBron, man. It's like, what is this? Why is this guy still out here?
Hey,
He just,
put
Well,
some
I mean,
respect.
you still got to fill up your stat sheet, so that people can achieve those
Uh-huh.
accolades that you set forth. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan set some, Will, Kobe, Shaq. I mean, so at that point, what I'm saying, somebody got to reach your plateaus that you established. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and if you still got it, hey man, might not still go, man.
Put
like
some
the
respect on the general manager, the new general manager of AAA, all right?
general managers are supposed to be done in the ring. Are they not? We haven't seen Aldis and Adam Pearce get down and dirty, man.
Nah, nah. Bro, I was watching Saturday night at AAA, and when they announced Rey Mysterio, I was like, he about to be the first active, like, wrestling general manager we done had.
And he's
And he
doing it
gonna,
on Raw, not on AAA, on Raw.
yeah, well, he gonna fight Dominic down there at some point. It's gonna happen.
We also didn't get a Finn Balor or JD McDonough sighting. I don't know where JD was. He wasn't even with his
Nah.
team. A lot of guys, a lot of people was missing tonight. A lot of familiar faces, from week to week. Maybe that's why Rusev and Rey Mysterio had the match that they have. I mean, it's not a bad match. I think that these guys are really in position to try to help get Ethan Page over. At one point, Javon Evans, I don't know if they're now trying to bring Dragon Lee back into the fold. He got involved after the match as well. He looked pretty good after the match as well. So, but I think to get those guys over, I'm not sure that you need Rusev and Rey Mysterio being the ones fighting. Maybe a tag match or something else where these guys can get out there because we haven't seen enough Ethan Page for him to be on commentary chilling. Like you need to be in the ring. We need to get to know who you are. What are you out here talking for? These guys need to show us what he got, and then all of that happens, and Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio end up getting the better of them. So we kind of see where we know what they're trying to do, but I'm not sure if it's the execution or if it makes any sense right now because Ethan Page in this particular dynamic, he's not in the title hunt for the United States. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship at the moment if he stays over there with these guys. So he may have to separate himself to go after that championship. And I don't know if this one is over, man. I think they might be still going at it for a little while. They might skip next week because that's just how it goes, and then pick it up the week after. But at this point, if you're on TV every week, you're doing something right, man. You're doing something right. That ain't easy to do at no more, man. They insert in segments. I mean, what would you rather see, Spook? You rather see the backstage like entertainment promos and segments, or you rather see more in-ring matches?
I mean, I don't mind the backstage. I mean, just make it interesting though. You know what I'm saying? Make it, whether it's a little bit of a little comedy involved, or somebody's talking and somebody run up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And a little backstage, a backstage rumble. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? So, just if the backstage is not bad, just make it comical or make it where there's somebody getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? Got to be one or the other for me. And definitely we definitely like to see him in the ring. We definitely like to see him go in the ring. That's the main thing. That's what we really pay for.
What you think, Stan? Man, you think they're getting it right with the balance of promos and matches, or you like to see one more than the other?
I mean, a little bit more wrestling. I mean, they got all this time, so
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they can figure out a way. Because I mean, technically, it does not have to end at 10:30. I think they have that slot technically till like 11. I think it's just they always want to end it at 10:30. Because SmackDown goes on till 11, but they still put a lot of promos on there. So I don't know. Maybe they just like want to have more promos.
Mm.
Who knows? It's kind of weird though. Figure since you got that extra hour, you can throw more wrestling in there.
Well, since you got so many guys and girls that can go out there and show what they can do, that to me, I want to see more of that, more matches that lead up to number one contender matches, more matches that mean something
Yeah.
to get to a point of being that person, or just some more feuds that, even if it's not a number one contender, just feuds that we really get invested in. Like right now, I don't know if there's a feud on Monday Night Raw outside of the main championship that anybody's invested in, whether it's for a championship or not. I don't think there's really anything going on. Everybody's just match after match with no real build up, which is why for, I think number 12 out of the last 13 weeks, we are ending to Monday Night Raw and yet another promo, as opposed to a big main event. Most people can't even say I'm main event Monday Night Raw. Like that used to be a thing at one point. Who main events Monday Night Raw? And now it's ending almost consistently with the promo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could have did that signing at the beginning, man, or either somewhere in the middle, man. That Seth and
Montez.
Montez could have been really that main event for the night. They could have blew it up a whole lot bigger, man, and really Montez could have, somewhat pulled out the W on Seth, you know what I'm saying? And given a little bit more time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that ending, man, is really not cool. You know what I'm saying? Just walking out, or I mean, yeah, even though it turns into a brawl.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's okay, but you know, let's get a match, man. Let's get a real match, man. Some people that's needing that time, man. That needing that shine. Montez really needed that shine as a main event, man, to really put that under his belt. You know what I'm saying? So when if he do come out of his own, he know what the main event feels like, and he know how to go in there and really put on the show at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't have that opportunity because of the main event's promos, man. With Roman Reigns and Jacob doing a contract signing for the Tribal Combat. What you thought about how the show ended, Stan?
Yeah, I'm with Spook, man. They could have put this at the beginning. Like, I mean, you got a chance to end it on a great match, but you gotta have Roman Reigns out there to close it out just for no reason at all.
Hmm.
And I don't know. And then it's just like, well, y'all can leave the ring. He signed a contract and there's the respect that we have each other. We know that, like, man, get out of here. Like, it's almost like
For real.
it's weird for me to say this, but like ever since he left the Shield, even though he's like the tribal chief, he's had the tribal chief character and then the big dog, this is my yard character. They're the same character. He only plays one type of person.
That's it.
It all sounds the same.
Mm-hmm.
And and I know like people like, oh well, he's good. Like, oh, he's good at. If you think about it, like Roman promos ain't really all that.
No, they
Like,
too serious. They too serious as far as what I'm saying. Like the whole build up between him and CM Punk, everything was serious. There was no kind of laughter, no jokes. CM Punk tried
uh,
to make jokes, but like Stan was saying, Roman was serious the whole time. No laughter, no kumbaya somewhat or anything like that, just to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not, in the end of the day, but there was no comical, no like back and forth, anything like that. Just one dimension.
Well, the big dog and the tribal chief share the same character trait, which is I'm above everything and everybody. So that's why it comes out the same way. That's all his promos are based from that
yeah.
perspective. I'm bigger than you. I'm the biggest guy here. Everybody is beneath me. So it all comes out from that perspective when he's cutting his promos. And it's not really that it's bad. It's just this is not the best promo guy in the business, but he's
Nah.
ending the main events 12 out of 13 times in a row with a promo.
Cause
So
the ones with him and CM Punk, he just kept saying, "Oh, you're old." Like, bro, what? You sound like a 5-year-old. Like, there's a reason why Roman came back. Cause Hollywood was like, "Nah, bro, I'm sorry, you ain't it. You ain't it.
yeah,
Like,
him
this
and
is your
Punk
money,
should have
man."
cut. They should have cut less promos. So when you got somebody out there, look, think about what they're asking Rome to defend Roman Reigns, because he's like a B promo. He's not at an A level. It's not The Rock. It's not Punk. He's at like a B. But what they're asking a B level promo guy to do is go out there 12 weeks in a row and cut a promo. It's an unfair position to even put him in.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not that guy to begin with. If he did like 3 promos in a 12-week span, we'd probably be like, "Did you hear what Roman said tonight? He killed it tonight. He had a great promo
Hmm.
tonight. He went off tonight." But when you got to go out there 12 weeks in a row against the same guy, CM Punk for half of it, now you got Jacob, who you've already beat. What do I say to somebody I've already? Why is Jacob in front of me still? I've already. How do you make it make sense when somebody gets beat and they're still coming for that person? And I'm not even sure. Let me see, because is Tribal Combat for the championship?
Hmm.
It's got to be.
I don't see it saying that. It's just saying he's battling. I
Well, it
don't know.
said it on the thing tonight that it was for the championship
It
belt.
did.
Yeah, that was, like as far as like the little, when
Okay.
they putting the card up and all that kind of stuff. So it did say something about the championship belt. It said tribal comeback and then championship.
Okay. Well,
Or I mean,
maybe it is, but yeah, so he's not he's being asked to be put in a real tough spot where he has to come out and keep cutting the promo. I think distance and space is better, man. I like what boxing does, man. You don't really see these guys ever talk to each other. And when they finally do, it's explosive and it's almost one time. It's like
oh
one
yeah,
time.
wait, that
Yeah,
weigh in.
one time. One time. Now you're going to say everything you've been holding in and go, and now it's explosive. But when you're doing it every single week, man, I just talked about your parents. I just talked about your wife. I ain't got nothing else, man. It's time to hit you in the mouth. Like at this point, we can't keep cutting the promos, and you're asking your non-A+ player to keep cutting the promos against the same people. So it's a tough spot. It's kind of an unfair spot to put him in, but he's not gonna wrestle within that time frame. He's only wrestled, if I'm not mistaken, one time, right, at WrestleMania. I don't think he's wrestled on Monday Night Raw within all of this time. So he's not wrestling. He's just out there cutting promos, and you telling him to do it at the main event and do it against guys that, one guy in particular that he beat already with Jacob. And it's just like, man, how many times can I tell you I'm the big dog here and you're not? So he's being put in a tough position to keep doing that. I think they need to go to a format where, like you said, maybe they have a weigh in. Maybe we don't see each other until it's the weigh in time. And now it's a big thing when they do talk and you can get it all out in one shot right before this big match happens. But they're together all the time. There's brawls all the time. There's promos all the time. It's getting dragged out so much that by the time we get to the match, we feel like we already seen everything we wanted to see. So it takes a lot of the intrigue out of it, because tonight was just a little dry with these two. It was like now they hugging and stuff. Like, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to just do the hug thing because we done said
Yeah,
all kind of.
when
I
I seen that,
I didn't tongue and death gripped you. Like I'm out of stuff that he running out of moves to do to Roman Reigns. Like forget words.
yeah,
He's running out of
let me,
everything.
let me just we go hug tonight, man. We just go
Roman,
hug.
did Roman Reigns at least change his kicks? He might be running out of kicks to wear on these segments, man. Did he
But
have
he had on the
The
world's
world,
best dash. Yeah, I
yeah,
just got those too.
the what?
world's best dad.
What is
Yeah,
that?
it's the Jordan. So you remember when Jordan won the championship after Father's Day when he was wearing the Bread 11s
No, I
after
didn't.
his dad got killed?
No.
He won a championship on Father's Day. The carpet that he's laying on
Yeah.
with the trophy, that print is the print that's in the Jordan 3. So they decided to call it World's Best Dad because he won that title on Father's Day. It was the Father's Day after his dad had got killed.
Okay. Man,
But yeah,
I hope Roman Reigns got more kicks, man, because
oh he do.
he's gonna run out of everything in a minute trying to be out here every week. He said, "Get ready, it's gonna be a long summer." We just didn't know he was gonna be talking the whole summer. We thought
Well,
he
not in June. Remember, he disappeared in June.
okay, so he might be taking a little break. But
That's
yeah,
why
man,
everybody thinking he dropping the title.
that would be big to drop it to Jacob, man. That would be big for Jacob, man. In my opinion, if it's for the title and he does, I don't know if Jacob as the champion. I don't know if it's rubbing me the way I need to be rubbed, but that would be the only way it makes sense. Is Jacob got to win, which made me think it wasn't for the championship, but. That's the only way it would make sense. How you gonna challenge the man again and get beat again? And this time in Italy. So he gonna whoop you international, man. You done got your passport stamped and everything, and the man gonna beat you internationally now. Like at this point, you're almost burying Jacob. You gotta make Jacob look good. So it's almost gonna be tough for him. But that's how the show ended tonight. We got any Clash in Italy predictions, man? What you guys stand on Sol Ruka and Becky?
Hopefully Sol Ruka wins. Probably not gonna happen though.
Already?
Yeah, man. I'm
Man,
like, it's
how
just
quick?
cause it's like, bro, like I don't know, man. Because, like, who after this, who does Becky go for next? Because it's like everyone is in a makeshift tag team.
Liv need to encourage Roxanne to go after her and try to get additional gold in Judgment Day. That would make me care about Judgment Day and that championship and my girl Roxanne all over again. So that might need to happen because they just lost tonight. So it's not like they in line for a tag team championship. So they might as well just get that out their head. But I think so. Ruka losing hurts her more than it should because whatever reason they brought her up, she looks good, but they keep making her lose. So I'm not sure what's going on there. She need to fight somebody who she could beat up that don't
Yeah.
matter in the grand scheme of things. Because why is she losing so much, man? What you think, Spook, man, with Soul Ruka and Becky at Clash in Italy?
I mean, it's still early in Soul Ruka's career, but who else? You know, I mean, there ain't really nobody else there. If Becky wins,
Mm-hmm.
who's coming after Becky? Like you said, Paige is not really doing anything. One of the Bella twins, she's not really doing anything. I mean, anybody else gonna come after Becky? You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to find somebody. I don't know who.
might as well. I mean, unless Naomi is supposedly, happen to drop back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? But she's not going for Intercontinental. She's going for,
She probably
she's
got.
going for the, for the big dog champion. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't even be, unless we haven't seen EO. Yeah, I mean, might as well get to it for a second. You know what I'm saying? Let her rock out with it.
Yeah,
You know?
that's it's a little soon. I like her. She's my favorite. Was my favorite NXT women's wrestler down there, but I don't know. They just haven't made her look like a threat or made her look dangerous. She'd almost have to win by luck in order to make that make sense. She can't just come in and dominate. That would be a very odd change and twist of events there for her to just come out and beat Becky Lynch. I
Yeah.
know, Stan, you said Gunther is probably not beating Cody, man. What you think, Spook, with Cody and Gunther?
Cody just got the belt back, man. They gonna let him rock out for a minute. It'll be a good look for Gunther if he could overcome, and beat Cody. You know what I'm saying? But Cody been a fighting champion again, man. He's back on the card, man. He not the main event some nights. He's in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So at least we got him out there fighting. So I mean, I can't be mad at that he is out there, trying to do something. So I mean,
Gunther's cooled off. Gunther's cooled off quite a bit from
yeah,
where he was a few months back. So not sure if they really want to pull the trigger on that one and make him the big dog over there, the champ over there. So I don't know. I think Cody might pull that off. But what you think about Rhea Ripley and Jade, Stan?
Oh man, I want Jade to win, but I know it's gonna be Rhea Ripley, so it's fine. I'm
What you
tired
think
of
about
Rhea Hogan, man.
what you think about that match, Spook?
same thing Stan said, man. They go let Rhea rock out over there, man. She the new face of SmackDown now. So they go let her rock out for probably to about SummerSlam, maybe a little bit later than that. And I mean, who would after the feud with Jade, same thing. Who will be next up? I mean, I think like the whole Chelsea Green. You know what I'm saying? I liked her character, man. I really liked her when she had the belt. She definitely made it entertaining. You know what I'm saying, when she had the belt. So I mean, I would definitely like her to either challenge Liv. That little crossover. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown and Raw. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they can go after that. Or like I said, it's definitely gonna be real though that wins. Keep the belt.
I don't know. I don't know where they feel, how comfortable they are with Jade right now. I think she might need to win just to keep it fresher because of Rhea's had so many matches. I haven't been keeping all the way up with SmackDown. What have they been doing with Kiana James and JC Jane and Julia?
I haven't seen Julia. JC James, that's the one that just came over,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She got her little squad. They over there wreaking havoc on. They got the little three-piece going. They over there. But I don't think they had a tag team title yet, or if they went against them. Nah, they haven't. Nah, they haven't even been in the picture for that one. From what I've seen on the last 3 to 5 weeks.
What they've been doing with your girl Kiana James? Stay, you seen her over there? I haven't seen.
Well, they really she kind of just been with Julia, and it's kind of like she's still wrestling, but it's like kind of backing her up too. So it's kind of going against opponents with her kind of thing.
Yeah, so
It's not
I mean,
really
they
like
got some options as far as people that haven't gotten their one-on-one with a Jade or possibly even a Rhea. I just don't think Rhea really needs the championship, even though Jade may not be all the way ready, depending on how they view it. And then Lash is still tied up with Nia Jax. that probably needs to end pretty soon. That's gonna be a big physical match when they finally decide to break that up. But 2 p.m. man, so we probably be covering that next week on Monday Night Raw. The results of Clash in Italy. It's lining up to be what looks like a good show, man. I mean, I can see this being a good one, man. I think of all the matches, they're all singles matches. If I looked at that correctly, I don't think there's any triple threat or any tag matches. Oba and Brock, Roman and Jacob, Cody and Gunther, Sol Ruka and Becky, and Rhea and Jade. So I think they're all. I don't think I missed one, but singles matches is where you can shine, man. Show people what you are and what you got. So we're gonna pay real close attention to Jade just to see how ready she is, to see if she can get that title back and maybe hold it till about. I know they're doing probably the women's thing in July again, where they had like the women's evolution and somewhere around there. So maybe something could shake up around that time and they can get some more ladies involved. Where did what you call it go? The girl from TNA. I can't even think of her name right now. The real strong girl that was the champ over there in TNA and came to she came to SmackDown recently.
Oh, she was hurt.
She got hurt.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Jordan Grace.
Yeah, she was like hurt. I think she was in a leg cast at one point. That's why she didn't wrestle.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think that's why she didn't have anything scheduled for like WrestleMania too.
Okay. So yeah, they got some ladies, man. It's time for that changing of the guard, man. They just got to open up some spots, man. To try to get more people on TV. So they're going back to live events. So we'll see what comes from that. But hopefully they can open up some spots to get more people on TV and one-on-one action, so we can kind of see what everybody got. Because and now the releases make a lot more sense because they barely using anybody anyway. So they really they wasn't going to do anything with the people that they released, and we need to see these new people coming up. It's a lot of new people coming up. So we definitely want to see that. But either way, we'll be right back here next Monday, WWE Monday Night Raw, covering the post show for Monday Night Raw, in addition to whatever we see at Clash in Italy. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and catch us on the audio podcast, Apple, Spotify, and iHeart. So we definitely appreciate the support. Spook, appreciate you jumping on tonight. Stan, appreciate you jumping on tonight, man. And we're going to wrap it up, man. And until next time, we'll catch y'all in a minute.
All right.
Go.